What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Jax, and I just wanted to let you guys know that this is my first YouTube video and that I'm new to the YouTube family. And so you guys show my page some love by hitting that like, subscribe, and comment what you think about my first video. I just wanted to introduce myself and let you guys know that I am a mother, I am a daughter, I am a sister, a niece, a friend, a coworker. And I take all of my roles very, very serious. And I am here to talk about life, love, and relationships. So we're just going to dive right into some of the content that I have for you guys. I know that this is a time where everybody is on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and sharing everything that they think about life. And so why not add my opinion to the chat? So let's just dive right into the content. Today I'm here to share a little bit of wisdom and just to give my perspective on how I feel about all these different relationships that I have. Let's just be honest, relationships are taxing. I mean, when you get up in the morning, you've already come from a long night, okay? Especially if you have kids like me. Just the early mornings and the late nights, you are exhausted. So when you make it to work and you have to put on this game face to be around people that you don't necessarily care for, but you have to respect. So I just wanted to, first off, just encourage you guys, just don't be discouraged about just life in general. It's hard, but life is worth living. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, and actually propose a question to you guys is, what is the worst gift that you've ever received? Now, I have an answer to this, but I'm not going to answer it just yet. But I'm pretty sure you guys are probably thinking that the worst gift that you got was probably monetary or not enough monetary funds. Probably something that wasn't age appropriate. Some of us is probably thinking for things when we were little that we really didn't get, something that we didn't like. When our relationships were so disconnected, they got us stuff that we hated. I mean, honestly. So I just wanted to pose that question just to have you guys think about and ponder. What is the worst gift that you've ever received? So jumping right into my content that I have for you guys is about relationships. So let's do it by definition. What is a relationship? A relationship is when two or more people come together and agree that they are going to share a space, an object, or a project, anything where there is symmetry. And so all parties have to agree that they are walking this line or walking this journey in order to receive some sort of benefit or some sort of outcome that they're looking for, so that they're able to get what they desire out of the relationship. So when we get into talking about relationships for us, family dynamics, that's where it gets really, really, really complicated. I'm no licensed professional and I'm not a counselor or any of those things, but I have lived. And I know that each family dynamic is different. Some of us have traumas. Some of us have traumas that are worse than others. Some of us are just, trying to figure out what it is that we want, from our parents, from our children. And so this just can be really, really hard to do or figure out or categorize. And so I just want to just offer a little bit of tips about categorizing and prioritizing the most important relationships. Some of us are living home with our, mother and father. Some of us are with our grandparents who are our guardians. Some of us have guardians who, are not necessarily blood or distant cousins. And so I just wanted to talk about prioritizing and making sure that you guys are able to come to a place of agreement. So first things first. What is the worst gift that you've ever received? So now I have an answer for you. What if the worst gift that you've ever received was nothing? What if you've come to a place where you've given all that you have? What if you've shared all of your good things with someone, and when it was time to reciprocate that, this person didn't share all their good things with you? That's a nothing moment. And so I want to speak to the people who just feel like they're taxed. You know, these relationships, at work, home, school, church, I mean, wherever it is that you congregate, like, let's make the most out of our relationships. Let's identify and prioritize those relationships that we deem are important and the ones that we want to keep. So first of all, keeping a relationship. The first thing that you want to do when you want to keep a relationship is you have to extend yourself. You have to be friendly. You have to be able to be relatable. You have to be in a place where you are really forgiving. Because let's just be honest, if you want someone to stay around you, you have to be nice to that person. No one's going to stay in a relationship for good anyway, being misused or mistreated. And I'm talking about for yourself also. So not just for the person in the relationship that you're trying to keep or sever, but for you also, you have to make sure that you're able to identify where the breakdowns of these relationships are happening. And if you're in a great and healthy relationship, then that's good. Make a comment down there and tell us how you keep those relationships healthy and good, because we want to know that. Like, that's something that we want to share. I would love to hear you guys' stories about just, different dynamics that you guys have going on in your life. Like, sometimes just to talk about it, it just helps a lot. And again, I'm no licensed counselor or anything like that, but I've lived and I've been through some things. I'm very, 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 very experienced in life and in people. So let's get into it. The worst gift that you receive is nothing. So how do we identify when we're not getting the reciprocation back from another person that's in our relationship or in a dynamic of a friend group or just whichever one it is, when your gift is nothing? I think the first thing that we should do when we find ourselves in these sort of relationships is to first identify where we are. And how do we do that, Jax? How do we identify where we are in a relationship? Well, your body tells you. Your gut tells you. Your emotions tell you. When you're in a friend group, when you walk away, do you feel like that was an edifying situation? Or was that a situation where you just have this eerie, sort of uneasy feeling about that friend group that you just walked away from, or those coworkers that you just walked away from? Our body is very, very in tune with letting us know if we are in flight or flight. And so listening to our bodies is the number one telltale sign that we're probably in a relationship where our gift is going to be nothing. So another thing that I would like to talk about and just kind of help us identify is when we're in a romantic relationship. I think this one is a little bit more sensitive because, when we love people and we want them to stay forever, I really honestly believe we just get these blinders up and we just want this thing to work and we just want these people to be the right people. And we know that their words and their actions aren't lining up. We know that, what they say and how they make us feel are not really what we need. And so identifying ourselves in those situations, those I feel like are the toughest ones, because, you know, heartbreak is one of the worst things in life to experience. I mean, your girl has had her share of heartbreaks, and that's not a great place to be in. That's not an easy place to get out of. Like, literally, it's like your heart is thrown into a pit and you need somebody or someone to come and help you dig you out. But what if no one shows up? You're going to have to find that strength within yourself to get yourself out of that pit of despair, of loneliness, of losing hope that you'll never find love again, or losing hope that your life is over because this person is gone. And so I just wanted to make this video to just kind of encourage you and just send a little bit of ray of hope into someone's world, into someone's life, into someone's ear, into someone's situation, just to say that you can love again. That family situation is not going to end you. That job probably won't be your last job that you'll ever work at again. And so when you have given everything that you absolutely can and your reward is nothing, that's when you need to dig down and find yourself. And how do we find that ourselves again, Jax? We find ourselves by who we know that we were in those relationships. We know that we showed up. We know that we gave everything it is that we got. And we will not allow people and their brokenness to bring us to pits of despair. That's how you find and locate yourself. All right, guys. I hope this encourages someone and to shine light, love, happiness on someone's day. And I hope you guys come back. But please comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to do on this channel. I kind of want to call this like a people's page. Like, I want you guys to kind of just tell me what it is that you want to talk about. All right, guys. Love, live life.